Welcome, low ego action heroes. Welcome to Office Hours Ask Me Anything. It's June 1st, 2021, and today we have a special guest. Special to me. This is Pier Mario,
Hi.
and he's my boyfriend. And to celebrate 2,000 subscribers, and actually we're almost at 2,100 already, we are doing an Office Hours Ask Me Anything. And since we're not sitting close to the mic, I will turn us up. But Pier Mario, introduce yourself for people who aren't familiar with the you.
Oh, hi. I am a boyfriend. I'm Italian.
Don't look at
I
me.
well, I don't have my own show on YouTube, but sometimes I do get some prime time whenever we hit some new 1,000 subscribers. And I tend to speak far from the microphone, so I should probably do better during the show.
Well, today we're sharing the microphone. So,
Yes.
as always on Office Hours, you are welcome to ask any questions to either or both of us. Thank you for the wonderful emoji. Hi, Charlene. Hey, Deb's
Hello,
boyfriend.
Charlene.
Abby says hi, both of you. Solomon says woot woot. We agree. So we welcome questions about CX, UX, or really anything. That's why it's Ask Us Anything. I have the video ask running, so deltacx.link/ask if you want to ask something anonymously, or you can put it in the chat room. I'm monitoring both the YouTube and the LinkedIn chats. Charlene has a question that I think is for you.
Yeah, where's the green hoodie?
It's on the chair right behind you.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just being humble. I mean, I didn't want to just use all the special effects right now, but I could.
So I'm going to be
Yeah.
checking for questions in all of our systems. And so if you have any questions, bring them on, and I will do my best to get to them quickly and answer them and put them on the list. So how's everybody doing today? We don't have any questions, actually. There's no questions from the past to the future. What?
No, I'm surprised there's no questions. I mean, I'm on the show and
I know, we've been advertising you being on the show,
yeah,
and let's face it, no one cares. No.
do I? I do.
Well, thanks for being here, because you're a
Yeah.
busy man.
Thank you for having me.
Right. You're nice to have around. I give you 5 dogs out of 5. Himanshi says, what's CX and UX? I can't tell if that's serious or not, or which one of us you're asking. So let's move on to the next question while Himanshi can kind of clear that one up. We've got a question from Solomon, which I think is for you.
Hi, Solomon. So, hello, Pier Mario. What's Debbie like? She's beside being more 3D when you meet her in person. No, that's me. She's pretty much like you see her on the show. Like she's usual friendly neighborhood Debbie when even when she's not live on YouTube. So it's really what you see is what you get.
I'm so WYSIWYG.
Yes.
Let's see. We've got a question from Pooja. And it says, as a fresher, one should look for the compensation or the learnings in the company. Good question, Pooja. I think the question comes down to, can, sometimes the compensation is quite low. Can you live on that lower salary, or can someone help support you while you get the learnings? So I would probably tell people, and I do advise people, go for the learnings. There was someone who I mentor from time to time, and they would always chase the salary. And then they would come to me some months later and say, nobody's mentoring me, nobody's coaching me, I'm guessing at all my work, I'm scared, I'm unhappy, I'm stressed. And then they would go to another job and do the same thing. So So I think
Right.
that where you can afford maybe a little bit less in compensation, that it could be good. I gave him the power to set off effects. I hope I don't regret it. I think that
All right.
if you can go for that would be better. But remember, that means that during the interview, you're going to have to ask questions about that. You're going to have to ask questions that say, how do you support the juniors here? What kind of mentoring or coaching am I getting? Who's reviewing my work and how often? So I would like to see people choosing that, but don't be surprised if the company says, what? You're just doing your work. So be careful. Let's put Charlene's question up on the board while I copy and paste it into my list of things we talked about today.
Yep.
Read it, then you read it out loud.
So, question from me.
No, to you.
From her, but for me. So, anyway, in a nutshell, what do you take of the job which Debbie does, or how we'll explain what Debbie does in a few lines?
Ooh,
Serious questions.
serious.
Yes.
And Himanshi and Andre, we will get your questions on the list. Keep the questions coming, everybody.
Yes.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just that I come here to just see myself on the small.
Right, even if you don't see yourself on
Image.
that screen, it's still streaming.
Is it really that?
Sì, è quello.
Proprio così. So, what do I take of Debbie's job, and how do I explain what she does in a few lines? I think that beside the things you can imagine, like topics she talks about in live streaming and podcast and Medium articles, LinkedIn, just follow Debbie and read her things. They're good. I think one of the biggest points in learning is really critical thinking, like not just go on autopilot. Oh yeah, that's just because I wanted a hat. It's really, I mean, we sometimes do some things together, even work related, and my really biggest takeaway, takeaway is really don't just go on autopilot and do something because you feel like doing something, or because it looks cool, or because it's the new hype. Anything you do, it really comes down to why did you do it? Why do you think that was a good idea? The process, the thinking involved. So it's not really. I do hear a lot of things she says, but
Let's roll you over.
beside repeating many things that I hear, it's really what comes next, really taking the information and using them critically. I'm too long.
Applause.
Oh,
All right, next let's go back to Himanshi's question. Himanshi says, I'm sorry, I'm not much aware and I'd like to know if that's okay. So the question was, what's CX and UX? The short version is we are the people who make things user-friendly. The longer version is we are the people who make things user-friendly because first we did a mountain of research about people, customers, the market, how people do things now, what their tasks are, what they're trying to do, what works for them, what wasn't. And then we're feeding that back into the company as business intelligence so that we can strategize our company, our corporate initiatives, our products, our projects, and hopefully try to build, architect and build and design the right thing for our customers. This does not happen often enough. So this is what we do. And here on the channel, this is what we talk about. But, you know, we take, on Tuesdays, we take questions about anything. My boyfriend's usually not here. This is a special celebration of passing 2,000 subscribers. But usually I'm here every Tuesday answering whatever questions the audience throws my way. So let's just check if there's any in the email. Okay, I'm nothing in the email that I'm missing, so that's good. So again, you can ask anonymous questions, deltacx.link/ask, or in the chat rooms here on LinkedIn and YouTube, and I'll be watching that. So our next question is from friend of the show, Denise, which I'll put up on the screen. And why don't you read it while I copy paste Solomon's and Kayleen's questions?
Hi, Denise. It's very shiny around here. I don't know where to look.
Oh, you just look at the camera. Then people
Yeah,
feel
but then I
like
have to read
personal
the
connection
question.
to you.
Yeah, hi.
With this, you get to practice your voice acting.
Hi. Denise, things finally
Denise.
back. Yes, hi, Denise. Finally back to normal in Italy. How do I feel? I'm here for vacation. I missed Italy so much. Actually, I do miss Italy too.
Please come to Italy.
Come to Italy. Because we've
That's a famous viral video of
Yeah,
a minister of
yeah.
culture in the 90s.
very former.
Well, in the
Minister
90s,
of
and
Culture.
in his semi-English, he's like, please
Please visit
come visit Italy for art, culture,
villages.
mountains, sea. What else does he say?
Villages.
Villages.
Small
Please.
villages.
Come visit us. It's I'm sure if you type like "please visit Italy" into YouTube,
Oh yeah,
you'll get it.
Italy. So I do miss Italy too, because we've been stuck at home for 1.5 years.
But luckily, we like each other.
We do like each other a lot, and that helps. So we're lucky.
Yeah, it's like wow, I get to
But,
look at you every day. It's like dreamy.
So I've honestly I've mixed feelings because especially living in a tourist heavy destination, now it's like yay, like no restriction, everybody go have some fun.
Yeah, they're
and,
actually going to open up tourism, and supposedly they don't care if you get vaccines. They don't care if you get
No,
if you test. What's the rules?
They do care. You're supposed to register, prove that you got a vaccine. But I just read on the news today that nobody's really asking. So I'd love to go around. I'd like to have people come in here, and I like businesses that rely on tourism to do better and finally reopen. But I'm like, here we go again. Like,
Silvia abita con I turisti.
yeah, Silvia Madriatico, we're in the same boat.
Yeah, we're in northeastern Sardinia.
So usually when things reopen, we're just start the countdown and wait until 2-3 weeks pass and see.
The surge in cases.
Yeah. So I hope this will not happen. And but enjoy your holidays. And
Yeah, really.
eventually when things will be safe,
safe.
everybody come visit.
Okay, next on the list was, let's see, how do you feel about technology? That's a very general question. Let's see, that was from,
Solomon,
somebody
I
just did something.
Ooh, what?
It's exploding. What did somebody do?
Ooh.
Thank you to somebody for something. Well, anyway, let's get Solomon's question up here. Pier Mario, how
Yes.
do you feel about technology?
Oh.
Others have said that advances in technology are making us less human. What do you think about that?
I do feel well about technology. I like technology.
We met because of technology.
We met because of technology, so
We're for it.
positive outcomes there. I'm more worried about the time-consuming nature of some technology rather than making us less human. Is probably making us more distracted or less focused on other things. So, but I do like technology. I like gadgets, and
Have you been becoming less human over time? And if you're less human, what are you?
I don't know. Like system error. No, I mean, technology can have an impact. I still kind of regret getting a Palm PDA because it made my handwriting much worse because I had beautiful handwriting at some point. So I used to be a pen pal of several people around the world, very sought after. And yeah, and then I got a Pilot, like it's right there. Like I just need batteries, and so it had like a weird Palm kind of fast writing
Right, you have
thing.
to learn.
Yeah, so T's were not T's were like T's, so reverse L and these other things. So when I realized that my handwriting was weird, it was too late, and that's thanks to the technology. But I got many other advantages from technology. So yes, there's a lot of questions. Where are we?
Where are we? We're up to, I think, Kayleen. And so that would be this question. Kayleen says, how many rooms does your house have?
He does one big room, which is actually true. It's if we want to sound cool, we can say it's kind of a lofty looking house. If I want to be real, it used to be my former shop. So it's we tore down some walls. Hey, Stephanie, hi. Where's my hand? I don't know, because I want to do this. Everybody follow Stephanie. She has the best content on the Twitters and elsewhere.
Is that in Pixel Trust?
I think so. I mean, her Twitter handle, I'm a big fan. So where was I? The house, it has one big room, another room with beds that qualifies as bedroom, and another room and two toilets. But the big one is really big, so.
But the it's not that the toilet is big.
No, the big room
room.
is big. Yeah, we can even have we can go from 1 to 5 dogs at times, and they all fit in here. So
Yeah, we have one giant room. That's why if like some of you saw our kitchen on the other show, and that's just like over there. So
yes. Oh yeah.
So there you go. Kayleen says, sorry for the weird question. I find rooms are important for my privacy, and I'm wondering how couples around the world are dealing with their space. Oh, yeah, we don't have any privacy here because we have one giant room. So basically, this is my office, but then it's also, but his office is right there, but there's no wall. And then right over there is our big TV and our couch. And then right behind that is the kitchen and the dining room table. So it really is one room that's about 1,000 square feet with a little half wall right next to me.
The only real wall is your podcast setup. Just
Yeah,
like
right.
lights and screen.
Yeah, I've got all these lights and things. So it's like a little fake cubicle, but we can hear each other. You know, sometimes we have to take calls somewhere else. He made a makeshift desk out by my vocal booth and his drum kit, and he'll take calls out there sometimes because we're both loud and long-winded, so we can't be in the same room. Hi, Krishna.
Hi.
So thank you, Kayleen. So let's see. The next question is, what makes something user-friendly? I think the best way to answer that would be ask the users.
If they're happy.
If users are getting their stuff done the way they want to get it done or the way it should get done, let's call it user-friendly. Which one were you going to pick? 5 dogs? Very good.
Quick, but so much truth.
I have to press this button to get rid of it. Yeah. Yeah, so user-friendly is going to be different for every team and every project, and we're going to have to figure out what that means for each thing. But Solomon already knows that. He's just messing with me. Let's see. How's the food in Italy? Also from Solomon. If I'm missing your question, let me know. They're coming up kind of fast. We have them from LinkedIn and YouTube. Solomon says, to both of you, how's the food in Italy? What's a go-to tourist recommended dish or restaurant?
Yeah. The restaurant in Italy.
All of them?
There's one, but it's secret. I mean, there are many, but that one, wow. The food is good. I can prove it. I personally tested,
Yeah, I gained a lot of weight here. I'm still trying to lose some of it.
and I would say just avoid tourist traps and
Check Google ratings. They're pretty good. And don't do what we did. Check them before you sit down at the restaurant.
I actually knew we were just launching ourselves into right into a tourist trap because
Okay, so we went to a
But-
couple of bad tourist traps. Remember the tourist trap that you took me to, like on our first visit, and
Which one?
the one where they wrote on the check "one foreigner"?
Yeah, I mean it's not a tourist trap usually, but it's called holes,
Holes.
a-holes.
Oh, you're saying the people who would write on
Yeah.
our check
Yeah.
"one foreigner," which of course would be me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
we
maybe
did.
they thought I was a singer from the eponymous band.
Denise says pasta al vongole.
No, pasta al pesto o pasta in bianco tutta la vita.
Sei
I'm-
semplice.
Sì, sono semplice. I'm in a pesto moment right now.
You're having a pesto
Yeah.
moment. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, come to Italy, be safe,
Please,
and
visit
visit
Italy.
villages.
The
and,
villages.
And find this video. You won't regret
The
it.
sea.
And
Culture.
there are still restaurants even a few kilometers away from the tourist traps. So don't be afraid
Do
to
you
walk.
consider Vecchia Costa a tourist
No,
restaurant?
because we
No,
went
that's a good
there,
one.
we go there, it's cheap and serves everybody.
That's a good one. Well, look, if you're going to come visit us, we promise we'll take you to the good restaurants. That's all I can tell you. So plan that. Let's see. Flavio wants to know if you have seen some sort of video or movie, the Italian who went to Malta.
Actually, not. So I will Google that, and in the meantime, I'll keep dreaming to send myself to Malta because it's been on my list for quite some time.
Yeah,
Yep.
someday back when we're traveling
Yeah.
again, whenever the hell that is.
No rush.
Well, who knows? All right. So next was Wilson, but I don't have it up on the screen ready. So it says, how's the tech scene in Italy? Are there many opportunities there?
Well, we think we're doing great, but I think we're actually not this giant tech hub, and most of the Italians working in tech
Leave
we
Italy.
know live in Berlin, UK.
Yeah.
Uh,
Most people, yeah.
elsewhere.
So in short, not a huge tech scene. Some of the major cities seem to have some hubs of famous companies. Like we've seen IBM, we've seen Nestle, we've seen a couple of other companies that have offices in like Rome and Milan. But it's definitely not much of a tech scene. Most of the people who want to work in tech tend to learn English and leave. So no, I'm gonna go with no on tech scene.
Okay, no.
I convinced you.
Yeah, it was very hard.
All right. Next is Denise asking, how do you handle several different projects at the same time? I'm pretty burned out. You juggle more projects at the same time than I do. Are you burned out?
I'm not burned out, but I'm not. I'm sometimes not as efficient as I should be, and right before burning out, I go in the other room because we have the other room, and I bang some drums, and that really helps.
Maybe we can end the show with you doing a little drum solo.
Absolutely not.
Oh,
But I'll get a practice pad for next time.
sure.
That's my excuse to get a practice pad.
Promises. All right, let's see. We've got, oh, silly question. Pier Mario, what do you do? Says Charlene.
Oh. Most of the time I do WordPress related things. And in the other spare time, I try to learn some UX because it's a cool thing. And really a lot of WordPress, both website building and contributing to the Italian translation team. So we're giving some love to Gutenberg lately, and Gutenberg needs a lot of love, everybody.
All right. We have a question from the LinkedIn chat room. Thank you for your patience, LinkedIn chat room. This is from Manan. I hope I pronounced that close enough. It says, hi, Deb. How is UX integrated with AI and how is it advancing? I think that's going to be company by company. In general, I think a lot of AI, and this is a personal opinion, I think a lot of AI isn't AI. I think it's ML. So how UX is integrated with AI, it should be. We should be researching people and what they expect to be automated. But again, I think the question is this really ML where you're just trying to train a model on something that people are doing? Or are you really trying to do AI where the computer becomes artificially intelligent? I think most of the time we mean ML and we say AI, but I would say we just have to incorporate customer centricity, do our research, do our architecture, do our testing, and just make sure that we're finding a good balance between creepy land and what people expect from the product or service. Charlene says, what's ML? Machine learning. It's what most of people mean when they say AI, because again, artificial intelligence is, from my understanding, and we did an episode on this, so look back for David Knickerbocker talking about that. Artificial intelligence would hypothetically be where a computer is so smart that it can do things and decide things for itself. Machine learning is where it can do some things, but it gets trained on a set of information. That's why when you keep seeing like, oh, AI of facial recognition, it's not totally AI, it's probably ML. You trained it on a set of faces, and that's why it's making mistakes, usually because they didn't get enough diversity of faces. Elijah says, to be fair, the term AI is constantly moving. ML was AI until it wasn't. Well, I believe Elijah. I know he is much more in this world than I am.
I trust Elijah.
Totally. And we've had a couple of guests talk about this. We had David Knickerbocker talk a little bit about this. So look that up in the old live podcasts thing. This is Office Hours Ask Me Anything. We're half done here. So if you have any questions, please send them in through deltacx.link/ask. I'll keep checking to see if I'm missing anything there. I don't think so. And of course, live in the chat room as well. So let's take a look. We've got a question from Ralitza, who we probably have heard of.
Yes.
Okay, and Ralitza says, Pier Mario, I know you are a WordPress whiz. Just curious about which are your favorite websites that inspired you or did something really interesting.
Well, not to reiterate my fanboy status, a lot of the current interesting website can be found on Stephanie's Twitter.
Okay.
Like I'm really pressing like and
Superfan.
bookmarking stuff like daily. I think that the website that inspired me and got me into building websites and everything are kind of old school. Like I've been I basically started to to do websites in HTML by trying to learn web standards. So I've been a big fan of like Zeltman and all the designers bunch that basically revolved around Zeltman and his agency, Listapart, and all those things. But I'm usually what I'm really interested lately is website that make things look good with minimal resources or keeping accessibility in mind. So I'm not as impressed by tricks and fancy graphics and things as I used to be. I'm more into the let's get to the core of these things. So
You're a simple man.
I'm a simple man, and
no one understands you but your woman.
oh yeah, woman.
Shaft.
Ah.
No, that's Flash.
Yeah, but
You don't know Shaft, theme from Shaft?
sorry, as a case.
You don't. Oh, you do know theme
Yeah,
from
I
Shaft.
know, yeah. But
Isaac Hayes is dead. You
so
don't-
this is why you can. I saw another question pop. This is why you can't get an English job in
This
Italy.
the next question.
Because Italy is not an English speaking country.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Basically, like that's like the level 0 here. We pretend to be very techie and international. The reality is that not a lot of people speak English at work or at business
In general.
level. Yeah.
And English is a hard language to learn, and most Italians didn't grow up with it. They got all the British and English culture, American culture overdubbed. So it's a language they just didn't grow up hearing, and so they don't know it unless they've gone out and studied it, and most people had to do that as adults. Because they're like, oh crap, I want to work in tech, I don't know English.
Yeah, or most Italians, at least when I did high school, most of my friends and classmates were like, yeah, you know, the English we're doing at school, that's not quite English. I'm gonna do an English course because that's English. Now it's like,
Tell me more.
yeah, tell me more. So so that's a wacky thing.
All right. Keep the questions coming, everybody. Now we've got your friend Stephanie.
Oh yeah.
And her question is, you talk about dogs. What about cats?
Yes. So we have cats too.
Technically, your mom's cats.
Yes, but they're like
They're here.
a few hundred meters away.
Right. We
in
live
our
on the
kingdom.
same parcel of land as Mama.
So Mama and my sister have 2 cats. A cat with both have kind of disappointing names, haven't they?
I'm not going to judge their names. I'll judge their personalities.
Well, so we have disappointing name Leo, which is
Leo the lion.
yeah, Leo is really, I mean, it's not very interesting as a name, but
Not as interesting as Pier Mario.
Pier Mario, yeah, so proud of my name. So many possibilities opening up. The other one, probably now that I think about the name of the other cat, Leo is not a bad name. They called Lulu the other dog.
No,
the
it's a
other cat.
The other cat is Lulu.
And so we call it Lulu without the accent as we do.
No, your mom calls the cat Lulu.
Lulu, but so I'm boycotting the accent, but it's a fun cat. And
The cat always looks surprised. If you see the cat on Instagram,
that's what
she
I
always
was
looks
telling. She's probably, I don't know, in the goldfish club. Like I think she has like a 2 seconds memory span. So you see her, and then she sees you 2 seconds later, and she's like, "Wow." So for those who follow Instagram, I'll try to take pictures.
For those who follow our dogs on Instagram, the cats do make guest appearances from time to time,
Yeah.
since they're all here. We have a very difficult question from Maggie P.
Yeah.
How are you going to answer this one and live with yourself in the morning? Who is your favorite dog?
So the trick here is that as a big SNL fan and a big Kate McKinnon fan, the trick is not having 5 dogs, but considering them a mega dog. So they're one favorite dog, and combined they form one super cuddly mega dog that sometimes goes in different directions, but it's kind of like UX process in with more hair. Like it comes in different pieces, but you want to have it as a single thing.
I think
Eventually.
it's all about what mood you're in because they have such different personalities. So, like, if I'm a little bit blah, Pizzolo's your guy. By the way, Linda couldn't remember Pizzolo yesterday. She's like, pizza somebody, pizza somebody. So,
You'd be okay with that?
yeah, so Pizzolo, who's in the middle, he is our class
Alright.
clown. So if you need a little bit of a pick-me-up, oh boy, he is happy-go-lucky. Everything's always going right for him. And he's that guy. Diana is just crafty. If you want to see a dog figure out a puzzle, that would be Diana at the end. Which end am I at? This end, Diana. Romeo likes to supervise when Pier Mario does work out in the yard. So he's like a foreman. He's very serious. And he likes hugs. So he's like very huggable.
Yep.
Tizeo is very polite. If you want to see a dog be really polite and thoughtful, he's the second one here.
Yeah, the first one is Romeo, but it's not his best pictures. Definitely not.
It was the easiest one I could put in a circle.
Yeah, but anyway.
Send me another one. Yep. And then Olivia is the fourth dog by my head, and we see her all the time. She's pretty funny.
She's out.
And if you follow us on Instagram, and you'll see Tizeo the other day opened up a door. Yeah, Romeo is the first one. Romeo, Tizeo, Pizzolo, Olivia, and Diana. And Diana is the low ego action hero model.
Low ego action hero.
And Pizzolo, Tizeo, and Diana are Olivia's children from various fathers.
Yeah.
Right, let's not talk about that. So Kayleen's got a neat question because at some point you didn't know English. So what's the most effective way to learn English?
Practice English. I'm still learning, as you can tell from my English even on this show. Yeah, practicing, but I guess it's something that applies to any foreign language. Even if I'm definitely not perfect at English or other languages, I've luckily never been really self-conscious to try do something with what I had. So
He speaks many languages. Ask him questions in other languages. Hint, hint, Stephanie and Sylvia.
yeah, now she'll come
He
with
speaks
like
Italian
German
and French. Only a little bit of German. And a tiny
I
bit of Spanish.
I will not say that word.
And yeah, how many languages do y'all know? So you know Italian, French, English. You do not know Dutch.
Dutch, not quite.
No, you don't know Dutch, as far as I know. You know a little Spanish and a little German, and you also speak your local language, Gallurese, and then you know some
I've been
Logudorese.
trying to learn Norwegian on Duolingo, and I'd like to learn Icelandic.
They say that's very hard.
You can do wonderful karaoke on Sigur Rós.
But they're singing a made-up language.
That's also the trick, but they do have some songs in Icelandic. So
Solomon is writing to you in French.
un peu, oui. Wait, what's that? Local language. Yeah.
Yeah, we have local languages here. He speaks Galurese and he
Yes.
knows some Logudorese and Campidanese.
Yeah, more Campidanese than Logudorese, unfortunately, but
And then to the west of us, they speak Catalan. Do you know any Catalan?
I was learning some when grandma was in Alghero because
the hospital.
actually it's let's debunk this. Like the yes.
What? There's myths around you?
Well, the tourist
You
board
have folklore?
the tourist board of the city that is supposed to talk in Catalan in Sardinia is like, yeah, the Catalan city. It used to be true. Like we had one aunt, which is like my cousin's.
Wait a minute. Solomon
grandma.
says he speaks Ewe. Are you from Ghana?
Wait.
So he speaks French.
Ewe. No, I don't know. Ewe.
I thought that was Ghana.
Basically, their dialect is supposed to be Catalan, but it's kind of from what I hear, it's mostly spoken by old people right now, and you don't hear it quite often. And it's basically an ancient Catalan. It's I heard it's similar to what is spoken in like Marbella or like Ibiza. So some
Catalan isn't Spanish, Ralica, that's Castilian.
No, yeah.
That's Castellano.
Now I'm missing. But anyway, it's stuck in the some centuries ago.
And Solomon, I studied some music of the Ewe tribe in college.
No, Catalan is not Spanish.
No, Catalan's not
It's
Spanish.
not. Please, we didn't say it was. Sorry.
Don't kill him.
We will never be able to step foot in Barcelona ever again.
They will kill you. And so Elijah says these are from indigenous cultures in Italy or older cultures. The local languages here, as far as I can tell, are mostly other offshoots of Latin. So remember, Latin Romance languages gave you French and German and Portuguese and Spanish, and then a whole bunch of regional and local languages, even in other countries. Like Spanish has zillions of languages like Galician and...
It's been forked.
It's been fork you. And so it's these are all dialects of Latin, basically. So Galorese, Logudorese, Campidanese would be variations of Latin, right?
Yeah.
Especially Campidanese. That one looks the most like Latin to me.
No, Logudorese
is closer.
definitely, but there's a lot of Spanish in there, so it's a bit of a big mix.
So yeah, and Elijah also asked, wait a minute, why did we get a bunch of dogs that are the same breed? We didn't necessarily get a bunch of dogs that are the same breed. They just kind of made themselves.
It's like Sardinian dialect. They came from a similar source, but then they're slightly different, but they are friendly.
So before I met Pier Mario, his family started out with Romeo and Olivia, dogs 1 and 4, who are brother and sister. And when I started visiting, I was like, hey, you should probably get that girl fixed. She's probably going to be ready for you know what. And everyone was like, no, too soon. No. And I was like, gee, I'm kind of new here. I don't want to tell these people how to live their lives, which I know you're all thinking, what? Deb didn't tell people how to live their lives? And when I came back the next time for a visit, Olivia had 7 puppies that were 1 week old, clearly from like 5 different dads. And so Olivia and Romeo are hunting hound mutts. And all of Olivia's kids were clearly hunting hound mutts times 2. And so this isn't any particular breed. Here it's just considered hunting hound mutt. Everybody is now fixed except Teseo.
Elijah understands.
Elijah says, sounds like what happened with my cat when I was a kid. We ended up with like 16 cats before we knew it. Yeah. We intended to have 2 dogs. And Olivia and Romeo are super fun, and we would have been very happy with them. And then when Olivia had 7 puppies, it was like, oh crap, give everybody away. But it was hard because I super fell in love with Diana, the low ego action hero, and Pier Mario fell in love with Teseo. And then we just couldn't let go of them, and then nobody wanted Pisalo, and then so we kept him, and
But
it
now we
really
want
works
him.
out. Oh, absolutely!
It's a lot of fun.
So it works out because there's like little sub teams and subgroups, and so it's good for the little combinations. Kayleen says spaying and neutering is important. Yeah, we've like I
Yeah.
said, we now have both girls were snipped, and 2 of the Romeo and Pisalo got snipped a little bit later in their lives to make them less aggressive because they were beating up Teseo pretty bad. We kept Teseo intact, hoping that it would make him more of the alpha, but he's so emo and thoughtful and pensive that he's not really the alpha. And they did beat him up pretty bad a couple of months ago, which we did not put on Instagram because it was really ugly. So yes, everybody is spayed and neutered except Teseo. So we shouldn't have any more cycles of puppies over
It is
here.
true.
Yeah.
Yep.
So this is Office Hours Ask Me Anything. We've got special guest Pier Mario here to celebrate our over 2,000 subscribers, which means thanks to all of you for subscribing, because we
Yes.
wouldn't be at that number if it weren't for you. So thanks to you. This is your prize.
Yeah, and I can wait until the channel
Dreamweaver.
gets 3,000, so you'll be able to see me with the same terror in my eyes when I look at new questions coming up. But yeah,
Are the questions that scary?
no, but I'm like curveballs. No, everybody's been really nice.
So the most recent question we got that we didn't answer came up from Sylvia.
Sylvia.
And Sylvia says, how did we meet? Oh, 3K says we have to do live music. What song were we threatening to do? Oh, we were threatening to do
We have to do something cheesy.
Self-Control.
Oh, no, I would go for Tarzan Boy.
Tarzan Boy.
Too mainstream, but you know.
No. We have drums. Okay, so what do you want to tell them about how we met?
Sometimes glitches in systems are good.
I'll do background music. Bossa Nova?
Yeah, usually I background element. Which floor?
Which floor? Thank you.
We met on the interwebs through technology. So we like technology, and it works. How did we meet? It's a long story. You should ask these questions when we're starting
We should
the
have
show.
a whole show on
So
how we
next-
met. So it's such a long story.
So the 3,000 subscriber would
Oh my
be
God.
the
3,000 subscribers. Pier Mario tells the story of how we met.
Yeah, and
was terror from
and the
them.
terror and the terror and the turtles joke.
No. Does Sylvia know the turtles joke?
Do other cultures have jokes as we have in Italy that can
40-minute jokes.
basically take all the time you have, and you can
40-minute
never been
jokes,
done?
and the punchline isn't even funny.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's cultural.
Yeah.
I don't get it. It's like 40 minutes of a turtle walking up a hill, and then the punchline is like, I knew you'd eat without me.
Yeah.
And you're like, that's it? I waited for that? Turtle joke, love story, and live music. You take
All together.
myself, you take my self-control.
Okay.
No, we need a better song.
Yeah.
That's a good question. What should be our 3,000 subs live song where you'll have to play drums and I'll have to sing? Drum karaoke.
Mm.
Can you do Rio?
we could.
Sylvia
No, don't
doesn't
know
know
about
turtle
turtle
jokes.
jokes, yeah.
Maybe it's Sardinian.
But Silvia knows we Italians have a very unique sense of humor. Not, but
We'll need some suggestions for songs.
yeah. Anyway, turtles are nice.
He likes them.
I do.
Yes, the short version is we met through OkCupid, so we recommend it highly.
Yeah.
Or at least what it used to be when we met. I don't know if they took away all the good features
Yeah,
or not.
they that just announced that they were
Yeah.
taking out all the
After we
the
met,
features
they
we-
announced like we're going to remove all these features, and it was like the features that made us meet. So we were like, what?
Well, they did
That's
what
gonna
they
be
had to
bad for
do,
somebody.
so have fun, guys.
Now you'll never find the love of your life.
I already have.
Yeah. Ralitza says, I like how Italian people talk with their hands. You've barely been doing that on this show. Can you see your own hands?
Because you don't see what's happening below the fold.
That's right.
I'm like,
Disco dancing.
yeah, always.
Mm.
Good night.
No, I have to reformat my report.
Oh. And I have to do all the works. Disco below the fold. Yeah.
Right. That's a good band name.
Disco below the fold. Yeah.
You need a band name.
Right.
Wow, not a lot of questions today.
Yeah.
Much more questions last time. You were just they're firing
Yeah,
questions.
I
at you.
was new and how to no I'm not talking I'm not talking about meals ever again on the show.
Italians don't plan meals, Kayleen.
I'm bad at
That
that.
culturally doesn't work.
I'm a lazy vegetarian, so I need variety, but I'm lazy.
Italians are like, what do I feel like eating right now? I think I'll spend 2 hours cooking that. No, wait, first I'll go shopping and get what I need. Now I'll spend 2 hours cooking that. There's no meal planning here. None. They think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. Millions of people. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Hey, don't forget, everybody. Tomorrow we're gonna have Larry Marine on the show, talking about some personas that you can do between task analysis and optimized task flow. So don't forget to come back for that. And I will be planning some more shows. Stephanie is going to come on in July. So yeah, talk about enterprise UX. So that'll be great. Wilson says, what do you guys like doing together in Italy? Anything.
anything really. Like,
No, we were answering that differently. I'm just happy to be with you. And you're like, oh my God, get me out of the pandemic and let me do a thing.
Yeah. Like even our province would be okay. Like the whole Italy is like a
Well, right
whole
before the
kingdom.
pandemic, we were like, we have to go on road trips. We're going to put the camping toilet in the car and pretend it's an RV, and we're going to go everywhere and see everything and tour Europe and see Stephanie and everybody. And then it was like,
Mwah, mwah.
Right. yeah. So we are not going to do that, and we don't know when we're going to do that. Wilson says, I
I feel
resonate.
you,
We've
Wilson.
been locked down for a while. Yeah, so, oops, wrong graphic. So we did a lot of traveling together in 2018, 2019, because I was speaking a lot of conferences, and where possible, I was dragging him along. So we saw a lot of places. We have a lot of ridiculous pictures of us in all different countries and places because I was there to speak at conferences. And then, of course, that ground to a halt for the pandemic, though I've been speaking online more, but we haven't been able to run around and do the things we were. So Elijah has a
Elijah,
tourism
Sardinia.
question.
Come to Sardinia and start here. We have them all.
Yes. Tell him more about culture.
Yes.
Parks, natural reserves, or other scenery. Yeah, Sardinia is wonderful. I think just Google Images that, and it'll blow your mind. It's really lovely here. It was a not difficult decision to move here. It was like, hey, wait a minute, you're the best.
At what?
Everything.
Ah, okay.
You're one of the best things that's ever happened to me in my life. If I were to call you a thing,
Okay.
which most days I wouldn't.
Okay.
And this place is beautiful. Why am I not here? and then things unraveled from there, or in a good way. So parks, reserves, scenery, yes.
Yes. Check, check, check.
It's a big island, Elijah. It's almost the size of Maryland. So it is a big island. It's got 1.6 million people, though not in our village.
Yeah, on an island.
We're on an island. We are not on the mainland. So if you fly into Rome or Milan, you are not close.
I mean, right now, I'd be okay with.
Look at the camera.
Oh yeah, it was just the sadness of travel.
Camera, not you.
Yeah, I'd like to go to Corsica, which is our sister island, and it's half an hour of ferry away, and it's another country, and it's cool, and they speak our dialect or we speak theirs, but we can go. I mean, we might, but we're keeping it safe.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere.
But Elijah, come visit.
Yes,
Yes,
if you like food.
now you do. Now you
right.
know it exists.
That's right. Get to know it. I only knew about Sardinia because it was in a Monty Python sketch, but other than
Right.
that, I didn't know it existed. If any of you are Monty Python fans, World Hide and Go Seek happens in Sardinia, and that was all I knew. So, and they didn't even shoot it here. They shot it in England and put up a Sardinia sign. Wilson says, does Pier Mario have a motorbike? Are we going biking together?
I don't, but do you have a bike?
I have 2 bikes, and I brought them over from America, which means it's complicated because we're having some trouble getting license plates for them here. I also technically don't have a driver's license here. I have an American driver's license, but they technically don't totally accept it here once you're no longer a tourist and you're living here. However, it's hard for me to get a license because I'm supposed to go back to driving school, even though I'm 49 and I've been driving since 1989. And of course, I'm not going to driving school in a pandemic. So the whole driving and bikes thing has been a little complicated. We do have a car. I drive it sometimes. I'm not afraid to drive it. I've been driving for decades. But it's a little complicated because I should get a local license. But I haven't taken the course or the test yet. I'm sure I'll pass.
Yeah, otherwise the plan will be just to form a 2-bike bikers gang and go on adventures with no license, no.
In Bidancena.
Yeah, that's where the fun happens.
So I
like-
have to do some sneaky but legal things to get license plates on them, and because I always do legal, as everyone knows, and eventually get a proper driver's license. So
And I'm a MotoGP fan who only drove
we're
a
not going to
moped.
drive like MotoGP.
No, I'm scared of, like, let the riders do their thing.
Yeah, so right now my bikes are in a little storage shed that we have. They're drained of their fluids. They're not, there's no fluids. They need a little bit of repairs because their trip over here was a little bit hard on them, and they need some repairs. So it's just a whole mess, and in the pandemic I didn't want to start messing with that. Plus he doesn't have a motorcycle driving license, and these bikes would require that, so that's a whole other level of crazy crap. I'm hoping that that if we can each lose a few pounds, I'll just put them on the back of mine. You're not going to lose a few pounds?
I'm gonna try to lose more pounds, but I'd rather follow you on a skateboard than drive on.
You don't want to be on the back?
No, not quite.
Perché no?
Perché posso finire in cunetta.
What? What's the cunetta?
Cunetta is the curb.
You're going to end up on the curb? You
Like,
think
how do
I'm
you
that
see
bad?
that?
You think I'm such a bad driver?
No,
I'm
I'm bad at being a passenger. Like, hey, look at that. Like,
not as bad as the passenger I had where I was like, whatever you do, don't wiggle. And then every light we stopped at, he was like,
sorry.
I was like, I'm going to kill you.
I'm sorry. Now I'm thinking about my friend Michaela that once everybody's okay. Everybody was okay, but my friend Michaela used to drive with her drink. Thank you. She used to drive
You
with
can tell a story if I'm drinking.
well, but she used to drive with her Yorkshire dog Mina on the passenger seat, and Michaela liked to drive very fast. And once they were going through a very curvy road, as it often happens in Sardinia, and she was on a real rush because she
This
had to
doesn't
see a
end. Is the
customer.
dog okay?
The dog is okay, but
The dog
but
went out the window.
she was like, Mina. So the Yorkshire was like, yeah. So she had to stop and go find the dog in the bushes. So I don't want to be Mina.
That's not going to happen to you.
No.
You
but,
weigh a little bit more than a Yorkshire Terrier.
That's gonna create damage to Sardinia if I fall on. I like Sardinia. I don't want to. Yeah, everybody's okay. And
Kayleen wants to know how to cure a headache.
I usually go with pizza, but it's just me. But
Take 2 pizza and call me in the morning.
yeah. Oh, Darren! Hi.
Hi, Darren. Darren just got here just as we're wrapping up.
Yes.
So Elijah has all kinds of questions about life here, so he'll have to come visit. Elijah says, did you grow up in Sardinia? What are the neighborhoods like? Did it feel like a small town or a big town?
Yeah.
He doesn't sound like that, though. I made up that voice.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, it's small. I grew up in a small town. And,
Well, you grew up here in this village, and there's 1,500 people.
Yeah. So, but sometimes helicopters land here. Like
that's for 3,000. For 3,000 subscribers.
4,000.
4,000 subscribers, you'll tell the helicopter story. That's how I sound in my head.
We have
don't
better.
Sound like that at
we
all.
have better stories. Luckily, the only downside of Sardinia for me is, I mean, not that is a problem right now, unfortunately, but the only problem is
tourists.
No, I've always felt like I was critters. We'll get to that. Going to see concerts is expensive because you have to go to the mainland. So
yeah, I remember when you flew to Milan to see, who was that?
Colapesce, who's hey guys, they just did 50 million views on the
of
their best song of the Sanremo.
I am not into Italian music. I wish people sang
No,
here.
actually, Colapesce's concert was. I went to Milan, and I spent like 80 euros total between 2 tickets concerts.
Yeah, your round trip flight was like 50 euros or something.
Yeah, so EasyJet to Milan. I was hosted by my friend Patrizia, and I got her a ticket too, and it was like 80 euros total
for a weekend.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, go if that's what it costs. Yeah, go.
Sigur Rós was much more expensive.
That's the big time.
Yeah. Critters in Sardinia.
Critters.
There are critters, but
don't worry, the carpenter will shoot them and stab them for you.
Yeah, but luckily we have no poisonous
critters.
Snakes, no poisonous. Yeah, that's cheap, but that's not always like that.
Right.
I know people that went to the Netherlands to see concerts.
We did. We went to the Netherlands to see a concert, September 2019. Kayleen has seen the still shot of us in the audience from the official video of the concert. We're like, hey, wait a minute. That looks like your beard. And that looks like me in a ponytail wearing my glasses.
Right. And yeah, there's critters. Unfortunately, there's no raccoons.
There's no predators here, so the dogs are pretty safe. It's not like Tucson. It's not mountain lions and bobcats. There's no
a lot of wild boars.
Wild boars.
Stories to follow.
Never lose it.
Wild boars. Yeah, like no no raccoons, which are cute, but I hear not great to have around.
Not
but
good.
to us, they're fun. And no prairie dogs, no Australian animals, even the cute ones.
He said, unfortunately, no
no
raccoons because he
squirrels.
thinks they're cute.
They are cute. They just have other features that we don't totally like.
I don't understand Kayleen's question. What do your glasses look like?
They were so.
Remember that girl who is like, oh, he has the most beautiful eyes.
I'm not in love with my current glasses. Let's put
I
it
like
this
his
way.
glasses.
I like you, so I like these glasses. So I usually
These glasses look so good on you. You like the round ones better?
Absolutely, yes.
Where are they? Put them on.
Somewhere
Let's
else.
get a studio audience vote on your glasses. Where's the round ones? Come on, let's vote. Rectangle shape or the round ones?
And I'll also bring the ones that never wear.
Oh, no. Don't confuse them with that bullshit. Family of raccoons in the garage. Bad. Oh, Deb's glasses. Oh, what do your glasses look like? I got the glasses that look like you're not wearing glasses, so they're completely see-through. They don't look like you're wearing glasses. They're in the other room. I don't even wear them. I have to wear them for driving and being a passenger mostly because they're mostly for distance. So usually don't see them on me here. So I like Pier Mario's glasses now, but we'll take an audience vote. No, don't get the stupid glasses.
No, this is what I would have if they wouldn't make my eyes.
Say il
stupid
gufo.
big. Yeah, but that's the style I would have gone
Okay,
with.
so everybody vote current glasses or round glasses.
These were my former glasses. Around, so I was going for slightly thicker and still round. So I fell in love with this
Now this is what I'll call owl
frame-
glasses.
frame in Pisa, but they were like a cheap but very beautiful frame. I was hoping to turn into something. I don't even see where I am right now.
Because it's just glass?
Yeah, where is So this is the kind of things I wanted to get, but
I'm calling these owl. So if you're voting, this is owl.
I have to see the video because I'm
They look ridiculous, especially because they make your giant eyes look bigger.
but look at me with this new bluish glasses.
Kayleen wrote, okay, maybe not those.
Looks like Pointex. Yeah, but I mean, they were cute.
The owl glasses, right?
They were very good. They were like 30 euros.
Here, I'll
and
show you what they look like.
They're beautiful. Yeah.
I look like I'm some 80-year-old editor of Vogue. Is that Anna Wintour or what's her name?
No, that's you're probably thinking about the old lady who's like a famous model right
I
now.
don't
I
know,
don't
I
remember
don't
her
know.
name. But yeah, I mean, maybe these are a little bigger, but hey, look at this. It's like getting a 16-inch something pro or like a big screen. So instead I had to settle
Edna.
for this.
That's right.
That
Stephanie
Edna.
says you're
Yeah,
Edna from
Edna.
The Incredibles.
By the way, Edna in Italy is overdubbed by Amanda Lear, who I hope is also famous in Luxembourg. Everybody Google Amanda Lear, who's
Everybody says you're Edna from The Incredibles in those
I'll take
glasses.
it. I'll take it. So I have all the glasses. Like,
Everyone's voting for the round glasses.
see,
So maybe you put new lenses in these, and that become the ones you don't like become your backup. I like these better on you, but you
no,
can,
I'm.
do you need
done
new
with-
lenses in here?
Yeah, but I'm done with that color and shape. They were a backup.
Everyone
I will-
voted for them. Now what are you gonna do?
for this ones. For these ones,
Yeah.
not these ones.
No. Stop pretending
Why?
anyone voted for those.
Should get a pair of round glasses. I mean, Amanda Lear. Yeah, I mean, Silvia, parliamone.
No, Ralitza votes for these two.
Ralitza knows best.
No, I like these. I think they're stylish.
They're stylish, but they're, I mean, it's probably I don't buy glasses very often.
Put these back on.
I don't buy unfortunately, I don't buy glasses very often. And this was buying glasses in a pandemic, which was painful because I was wearing a mask and Stephanie, Amanda Lear, everybody joined the Amanda Lear fan club. So she's on The Incredibles. I was wearing a mask during the
Maybe if you wear both, you'll
drive.
get a good idea of what these look like on you.
No, I know, but what you can see is the texture of this. Like, this is super soft and they are flexible. So they're reading glasses. Like, but I was like, where am I? I'm drunk.
Drunk with power.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Amanda Lear.
All right. Well, I just like you. Whatever glasses you
Yeah,
want to wear,
so
I'll
I
probably
like
still
you,
like
so
you.
I'll live with these glasses, and one day they'll run.
One day you'll accidentally drop them in front of the lawnmower.
No, they get Steven Spielberg. Well, yeah, sure. Yes, Darren. Okay, I'll put them out.
Thank you. Thank you for being our supermodel.
I think we're done.
Right, I'll throw you out. Well, thanks everybody. We
Thank
ran a
you.
little late with our fun and games.
They are comfy.
But we'll be back tomorrow with Larry Marine to talk about a kind of an internal version of personas that you can do between task analysis and optimized task flow. Jean Reno.
Jean Reno is a French actor that was in in many French movies. So
Well, as always, thanks again to everybody for playing
Grazie,
along,
Silvia.
and thanks for all the subscribers. And if there's any content you want on here, let me know. Especially, we're collecting that right now in Slack. If there's anyone you think I should interview or any topic you want us to cover on the show, send it in, and I will try to dig up someone who knows the things.
And see you at 3,000.
That's right. We'll bring him back for 3,000, and then you'll do a drum solo.
Yes.
Oh, now you've promised.
Oh, I said yes, just
Mindlessly.
mindlessly. Now I have to.
Yeah.
Gotta get done. Yeah.
I want to invite, if I invite Don Norman, I want to have a specific, I either have to have a specific topic or I have to be like, hey, just come on and yap. I don't know. I don't know what he prefers, but we'll
But
figure
hey,
it out.
I took a selfie with Jakob Nielsen.
That's true. You have a selfie with Jakob Nielsen.
we talk.
That's what going to NNG for $2 million gets you.
Yeah. The photo op.
That's right. All right, I'm going to roll you out of here.
At least I didn't ask him for friendship on LinkedIn.
Yeah, on
It's like,
Facebook.
no.
Don
Facebook.
Norman, will you be my friend?
Bye.
Bye, Pier Mario. Nice to see you. It's going to haunt us forever, isn't it? We're going to see it in our sleep. Ugh. Oh, all right, everybody.
Thank
Thanks
you,
again.
Silvia.
Yep, got to adjust the light behind me. Thanks again, everybody. Oh. Thanks for hanging out and playing. Oh, my God. But quick, here's your chance to play with the green hoodie.
Go play.
Get your green hoodie and do the invisible boyfriend act. Buenas noches would be Spanish. That's my green hoodie, everybody.
I have a green shirt which works better, but hey. Bye. It's weird.
You're a star, Pier Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Pier Mario, how can people find you and connect with you?
I'm on LinkedIn and I have a non-updated website which is thisisradio.cloud.
And you're on Instagram.
And I'm on Instagram as Pier Mario.
At Pier Mario. You can
Mario.
follow him on Instagram, mostly pictures of clouds.
Yeah, I'm a little suffering of Instagram fatigue lately, but it's just because I hate Facebook.
Yeah. Kayleen says, how do you say good night in Italian?
Buonanotte.
Buonanotte.
But buonasera. We still have quite a few hours.
Right,
to
it's
go.
good evening here. Buonasera. And
Yeah, this beer.
same Pier Mario. Yep. Thanks, honey. Thanks for being on the show.
Okay. I'll take my things again.
Yeah, take your things and go 15 feet that way.
Yeah. See you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah.
Sit at your desk and yell, and everyone can see how close you are. Yeah, small house. Kayleen's going to sleep. I don't blame you. I've got too much work. I cannot do it. But I'll see everybody here tomorrow where we're going to have the always cool Larry Marine giving us some more tips. It'll be filed under micro lessons. And thanks to everybody for playing along today and hanging out for a fun session. And hopefully I didn't miss any questions. Uh-oh, a video ask. I'm sorry, video ask person. Well, let's see what you asked. What do you miss from the U.S.? Hi to your dogs. Ethnic food, Chinese patent formulas, ethnic food, Chinese patent formulas, inexpensive driver's licenses, water flavorings made by the True Lemon Company.
Chana masala.
No, I don't miss chana masala.
Two.
That's you.
None.
And naan, yeah, not me. That's really it. That's pretty much all I miss from the U.S. and some people. A lot of my peeps around the U.S. I miss the peeps, but other than that, not much. I'm very happy to be living here. Clouds and music is a great combo. Yep, that's Pier Mario. These all the things. Thanks for hanging, everybody, and I'm going to play us out of here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Delta CX, available for CX and UX consulting, projects, and training. Contact us for a free consultation.